Kingdom Battle is a strategy card game for 2 to 6 players. Using character cards, action cards, and a little bit of math, players form armies to attack or defend against their opponents in order to capture character cards into their kingdom. Players will need to use strategy and smarts in order to win battles and outwit their opponents. The player with the most character cards in their kingdom at the end of the game wins. The game offers 3 levels of difficulty and has a simple system to adjust the difficulty depending on the age of the players. Before the game starts, select the level of difficulty, which is represented by colored banners on the character cards. The green banner reflects easy difficulty, suitable for ages 5 to 6. The yellow banner reflects medium difficulty, perfect for kids ages 7 and 8. And the red banner reflects hard difficulty, perfect for all players 9 and up. At each difficulty level, the power of the cards is the same, but higher levels use bigger numbers, which means more complicated math and a better challenge for your brain. Before we learn how to play, let's cover the setup, which is simple and quick. Remove the 6 instruction cards and give one to each player. These are handy reference cards that you can check while you play. Next, shuffle the character and action card decks separately. Place the 2 decks next to each other in the middle of the table, leaving room for the action card discard pile. Next, deal each player a starting hand of 5 character and 2 action cards. An important note, after your starting hand draw, there's no limit on how many character versus action cards you can hold, as long as the total number of cards in your hand does not exceed 7 cards. 7 cards is the maximum you can hold at any time. Now that we've got the difficulty level chosen, the game's set up, and your starting hand's ready, let's learn how to play. The youngest player goes first, and the players take turns in a clockwise direction. On your turn, you must complete 4 steps in order. 1. Decide who to attack. 2. Form armies. 3. Battle. And 4. Draw cards. Let's go through each step now in more detail. Step 1. Decide who to attack. On your turn, you're the attacker. Challenge the player to your left to a battle unless you have a deathmatch action card. Then you can play that card and challenge any player to a battle. More on that card later in the tutorial. Step 2. Form armies. Both the attacker and defender will choose character and action cards from their hand to form their armies. Any number of cards can be used, including your whole hand, as long as they follow the rules for playing character cards together. Let's take a quick look at character card play rules. You can choose to play any character card by itself, or play 2 or more character cards that have the same color, the number doesn't matter. Or play 2 or more character cards that have the same number, the color doesn't matter. Or play 2 or more character cards that make a sequence, 3, 4, 5, etc. The color doesn't matter. Play a wild card as a standalone card, or use it as any color or any number to help complete your other sets. Action cards can also be played on their own or in combination with character cards. Most of them can be played alongside character cards, but some, such as Deathmatch and Chicken Escape, have special effects printed on the card that will tell you when to play them. We'll take a closer look at the action cards a bit later. For now, let's move our armies into battle. Step 3. Battle. Now that both players have prepared their armies, stack the cards face down in a pile to keep the count hidden from the other player. Both players reveal their chosen armies at the same time. Apply any action cards and their effects in a loud order. The number printed at the bottom of the action card inside a green gem indicates the order in which action cards should be played. For example, Raise the Dead, number 2, must be activated before Steal, number 5. If the same action card is used by both players, the defender applies their effects first. Next, the attacker adds up their attack points, marked by the sword symbol, from each character card they played, and the defender adds up their defense points, marked by the heart symbol, on the character cards they played. Remember to add any additional points from action cards. The player who has the highest number of attack or defense points wins, and captures all the character cards from the 2 armies and places them into their kingdom, a separate stack of cards that will be their score pile for the end of the game. Players should keep the number of cards in their kingdom hidden from the other players. Discard any action cards that were played. In case of a tie, the defender wins. Step 4. Draw cards. After the battle, each player will draw 2 cards from the character and action card decks. They may draw 1 from each deck or 2 from the same deck. The defender always draws first, then the attacker. A great strategy tip: if a player uses all cards from their hand in the battle, instead of drawing 2 cards, they can draw a starting hand of 7 cards, 5 character and 2 action cards. If the action card deck is used up, shuffle the discard pile and flip the cards over to make a new deck. Play then passes to the next person. The game continues until all character cards are played. As soon as the last character card is drawn, the action deck is locked and discarded. No more action cards can be drawn. Players continue to battle with the remaining cards in their hand. When a player has no more character cards in their hand, they are out of the game, and the attacker should select the next player to their left. The game is over when all players are out of the game. All players count up the cards in their kingdoms, and the player with the most character cards in their kingdom is the winner. In case of a tie, the youngest player tied for the most cards wins. Now that we've covered everything you need to know in order to play, let's take a closer look at some of the action cards you'll encounter when playing the game. The Deathmatch action card allows the attacker to attack anyone for an epic battle showdown. First, the attacker flips over the Deathmatch card and decides who to attack. The defender can decline by using a Chicken Escape action card. Then the Deathmatch action card gets discarded and both players perform a regular draw of 2 cards. If, however, the defender has no Chicken Escape, then both players battle with all the character and action cards in their hands. The winner gets to capture all character cards from the battle into their kingdom, and action cards get discarded. After the battle, both players draw a new starting hand of 7 cards, 5 character and 2 action cards. Chicken Escape can also be used against non-deathmatch attacks. In this scenario, the only difference is that the attacker automatically captures any played character cards into their kingdom as a reward for the defender running away. Both players then perform a regular draw of 2 cards. Convert. Use it to convert any character card into a wild card. This lets it be used as any color or any number to complete your character sets. Raise the Dead allows you to draw 2 additional random cards from your kingdom into your army to be used in the battle. Betray allows you to betray any one of your opponent's character cards during the battle and immediately capture it into your kingdom. The captured card does not participate in the battle. Swap allows you to swap all character cards from your army with the opponent's character cards. Remember, only character cards can be swapped. Steal allows you to steal a specified number of character cards from your opponent's army. You can use Boost, Double Boost, or Triple Boost to increase, double, or triple your character card points. Don't forget when playing action cards to play them in the right sequence by referring to the number inside the green gem at the bottom of the action card. Now that you are the expert, form your armies and march into battle. By the way, the game also comes with several optional rules you can use to tweak the game to your playgroup's preferences. There are 2 battle modes, 2 speed modes, and extra challenges for winning the game. Be sure to check those out in the instructions. We hope you enjoyed learning how to play Kingdom Battle. Have fun in your adventures.